Claressa, you're all on my mind. Oh, Rissa, you're one of a kind. Oh, Rissa, you better watch that married man, girl, because he's playing you, Rissa. He's intensely dead. Oh, Rissa, you don't know what you get. Oh, let me be quiet. Let me leave my...
Y'all, the internet just blew up, and what Tasha K dropped on her latest live podcast has people staring at their screens like, no way. Everyone thought they had the story figured out, but what she revealed hits like a full-force lightning strike. Claressa Shields, the undefeated champ, the rising icon, the girl folks genuinely respected. Allegedly, she didn't just get played, she got played by the very people she trusted. The ones who were supposed to protect her, not profit off her. Fame, money, love. Everything she believed was solid might have been nothing but a carefully staged setup. According to Tasha K, Remy Ma and Papoose weren't simply friends or supporters. Allegedly, they were running a quiet plan, using Claressa's clean image, her wins, her reputation, and her spotlight, while behind the curtain there were years of unpaid taxes, debt piling up for over a decade, and pressure building every single day. What fans saw online, cute interviews, public appearances, couple goals, perfect smiles, was just a highlight reel. Because behind closed doors, Claressa was allegedly being moved like a chess piece, slowly starting to realize that the love she thought she was living in might have been someone else's survival strategy. And then the real bomb dropped. Allegedly, Papoose wasn't just distracted. He was involved in a secret affair, the kind that doesn't just hurt feelings, it kills trust. That polished power couple image, gone. The fairy tale, cracked in half. Claressa reportedly broke under the emotional weight, realizing the future she was building might have been used to cover debts, mess, and hidden motives. Now she's pulling back, quiet, tense, watching everything differently, and the internet is split right down the middle. Some say it's just talk, but others keep saying the same thing. Where there's smoke, there's fire. But here's the twist that has people whispering. What if Claressa didn't just find out? What if she's been collecting receipts this whole time? Because sources are saying she didn't go silent out of weakness. She went silent to plan her next move. And that's the real question hanging in the air. Was Claressa Shields really just a pawn in somebody else's game? Or is this the beginning of a scandal so explosive it's about to flip everything we thought we knew about fame, loyalty, and betrayal? Hold on, because after Tasha K's live podcast, nothing is going to look the same.
Hey, Auntie, I want you to meet, his name's Papoose. You said his name is what? Pap what? Pap Smith? What you bringing in my house named Pap Smith for? Who is this? James, who is this? She got a nigga up in the house named Pap Smith. Is you a woman? What he doing? You already know I don't want nothing. He ain't, well, you ain't met me. I don't need to meet him. I can smell that he ain't shit. That's how I am, y'all. That's really how I am. I see something that you can't see. Can't never win no number. I win by the horns, but I know the nigga when I see one, I can smell it. He don't mean no good. Listen, he don't mean no good. He ain't got no money, I can tell.
Y'all, the internet just erupted because what Tasha K revealed on her latest live podcast was straight up insane. People thought they already knew Claressa's Shield story, her rise, her wins, her untouchable champion image. But what unfolded live on that stream had viewers frozen, speechless, questioning everything they believed. According to Tasha K, the love Claressa thought she had, the trust she gave Papoose and Remy Ma, was allegedly never real. It was a carefully calculated move, a dirty game of fame, money, and power, and Claressa was the one being positioned like a pawn. It didn't start with something obvious either. It started with small signs, tiny moments that didn't feel right. Tasha K claimed Claressa slowly began to notice cracks forming. The smiles, the public appearances, the interviews, all perfectly staged, all polished, all designed to look flawless, while allegedly hiding something far darker behind the curtain, behind closed doors. Sources claim Papoose had been dodging taxes for over a decade, and Remy Ma, reportedly, she owed the IRS over $600,000. Together, they were allegedly drowning in debt, numbers climbing into the millions. And according to Tasha K, their entire survival depended on keeping the public fooled. That's where Claressa came in. Her rising fame became the perfect shield for their legal and financial chaos. Fans who worship her undefeated streak had no clue what was happening off camera. According to Tasha K, her clean reputation, her championship wins, and her innocent image were allegedly used as cover to hide a massive money crisis. And as time went on, Claressa allegedly started realizing something terrifying. She wasn't living in a love story, she was trapped in a survival plan. And then came the moment that made the whole internet gasp. Because the energy shifted when Tasha K started describing the details, live, unfiltered, and fearless. The tension hit a breaking point, and the words she spoke sent shockwaves across social media.
In the mall, at the Louis Vuitton store, and you bought the Louis Vuitton duffel bag, and then you had to give him the Louis Vuitton box that you bought to give to you as if he bought it for you, and you forgot that you put the receipt online showing that you bought a duffel bag, a Louis Vuitton duffel bag, and it's like, did she just give him the gift to give to her, to act like the things that we're telling her that he ain't got no money, he is gifting you his jewelry?
Fans immediately started rewatching everything. Every red carpet moment, every happy clip, every caption on Instagram, like detectives looking for signals that a scandal had been hiding in plain sight. And back on the podcast, Tasha K wasn't playing around. She made it clear. Claressa Shields' sudden silence and emotional shift was allegedly not random. According to sources Tasha referenced, the collapse started the moment Claressa allegedly discovered a secret affair involving Papoose and Techie. Something so messy it didn't just crack the power couple image, it shattered it. The glossy public branding they worked so hard to build? Done. The masks? Dropped. Trust? Gone overnight. And Claressa was allegedly left standing in the wreckage, realizing the love she believed she was living in wasn't love at all. It was a smoke screen for something much bigger. Fame, loyalty, relationships allegedly slipping away. Controlled by debt, pressure, and hidden agendas driven by the very people she thought were on her side. And after all that, Claressa allegedly pulled back from the public eye. Quiet, guarded, processing everything, fully aware that she may have been played for longer than she realized. Tasha K claimed a lot of people tried to brush it off as gossip, but the cracks in the story were becoming impossible to ignore. The internet split into war zones, one side screaming lies, the other side saying, "Nah, this explains everything." And the question burned hotter by the hour. Was Claressa Shields truly just a pawn in a dangerous game? Or is this just the latest viral rumor designed to spark chaos, clicks, and controversy? One thing was clear, though. After Tasha K's live podcast, the world will never look at Claressa Shields, Papoose, or Remy Ma the same way again. Every championship win, every red carpet smile, every perfect interview. Now it all gets replayed through a new lens, suspicion, betrayal, and a truth that was allegedly hidden with surgical precision. As this part closes, the stage is set for a storm. Emotions boiling over, social media exploding in non-stop viral scrutiny. Claressa's story is no longer just about winning in the ring. It's now being talked about as a saga of secrecy, deception, and the crushing weight of fame, weaponized by people she trusted most. Y'all, and just when you think it can't get darker, Tasha K's podcast takes a hard left turn into something even uglier. What once looked like a story about a rising star in her love life is now unraveling into an alleged nightmare of manipulation, betrayal, and shadowy financial moves. Claressa's world, once glittering with praise and trophies, is reportedly crumbling from the inside out, and Tasha K didn't soften a single word. As fans were still processing the first wave of claims, new layers started surfacing. According to Tasha K, Claressa's disciplined champion image wasn't just admired, It was strategically used as cover to distract from massive debt and unresolved financial disasters. Remy Ma and Papoose, the people she trusted, were allegedly using her spotlight as protection while they dealt with mounting IRS claims, liens, and legal pressure. Every trophy photo, every stage appearance, every carefully timed interview, allegedly part of a plan to keep the illusion alive. And then came the next shock. Tasha K alleged this wasn't just about money. It got personal. Claressa, in her trust and naivety, was allegedly pulled into emotional mind games, kept close, kept loyal, kept blind. Because while the world saw a powerful couple, behind closed-door secrets were rotting the foundation. Claressa's wins weren't just celebrated. They were allegedly weaponized. Each victory boosted their image, while quietly burying debts, hidden affairs, and chaos that the public was never supposed to see.
So I don't know whose team you think I'm on, but I'm on your team. And like I said, Papoose and Remy spent time together on Christmas. I got pictures of them together. I ain't even dropped those yet. The daughter ain't nowhere near around. But you got $8 million. I got $8 million. I got $8 million. No, you don't. I already got people running the background docs on Win Records on Papoose's position. It's only a matter of time before I drop that. I got PIs on that too.
The internet instantly went into full panic mode. Fans started tearing apart every post, every video clip, every handshake, every smile, looking for anything that could confirm or destroy Tasha K's claims. And meanwhile, Claressa's shields, reportedly shaken, began stepping back from the spotlight. Because allegedly, she started realizing something terrifying. The love she believed it may have been nothing but a calculated move, a cover for financial and personal agendas run by the people she once trusted the most. Tasha K's podcast didn't slow down either. It poured gasoline on the flames. Allegedly, Papoose's decade-long tax issues mixed with Remy Ma's reported $600,000 IRS debt created a pressure cooker situation. And according to Tasha K, to survive it, they needed one thing above all, a spotless image. That's where Claressa's rising fame allegedly became the perfect distraction. Tasha K suggested that every championship win, every media appearance, every sponsorship Claressa signed wasn't a celebration. It was quietly used to keep the illusion of normal alive, while a financial storm raged behind the scenes. And it wasn't only money. According to the podcast, Claressa's emotions were exploited too. Reports claim that once she allegedly discovered a secret affair involving Papoose, her emotional collapse wasn't just likely, it was inevitable. The betrayal reportedly destroyed her trust, shattered her view of the relationship, and exposed just how strategic her environment really was. Fans could barely process the layers of deception, because the podcast alleged something even darker. Claressa's career, her wins, her clean reputation were weaponized. Every trophy she earned allegedly served someone else's agenda. Tasha K claimed what people thought was love, loyalty, and commitment was actually a carefully written script, and Claressa only started understanding it once the painful truth began leaking out. And then the social media hurricane hit. Clips from the podcast spread like wildfire. Tweets went insane. Instagram stories broke down every sentence like evidence. The internet divided into two sides, those calling it messy gossip and those convinced Tasha K had exposed the harsh truth behind Claressa's perfect life. Allegedly, the betrayal, personal, financial, emotional, had been hidden so well that nobody saw it until now. And the story kept getting darker as Tasha K hinted at even more. Sources claimed the power couple image of Remy Ma and Papoose wasn't real love. It was a performance. Every appearance, every headline, every fan moment, reportedly engineered to keep the facade intact. And in that performance, Claressa's shield was allegedly being used as a shield against rising scrutiny, mounting debts, and secret lives. The podcast also pointed to the emotional toll. Claressa reportedly began feeling like a pawn in a game she never agreed to play. Her fame, her wins, her admiration, instead of empowering her, were allegedly turned into camouflage for other people's failures and pressure. Every handshake, every interview, every public moment, part of a bigger unseen story, where Claressa was a centerpiece. As the saga continues, viewers are left questioning everything. The live podcast painted a picture of betrayal, manipulation, and emotional devastation. Allegedly, Claressa's life wasn't fully her own. It was tied to debt, secret affairs, and calculated schemes never meant to be seen. And while some still hope the allegations are exaggerated, others can't shake the feeling that the smoke is coming from a fire far bigger than anyone expected. Tasha K's claims, especially the second interview clip, suggested Claressa's emotional and professional breakdown wasn't coincidence. It was allegedly part of a long strategy to protect money, maintain appearances, and control public perception. Now, Claressa Shields is facing a moment of reckoning. According to Tasha K, she has allegedly started reclaiming control, quietly stepping away from the people who use her trust. While the internet continues to analyze every detail like a crime scene, every statement, every interview, every post now gets watched through a lens of suspicion, betrayal, and financial manipulation. This part ends with a chilling realization. What looked like love and partnership may have been nothing but a staged illusion. Claressa Shields, once untouchable, is now at the center of a storm where fame, trust, and betrayal collide. And as Tasha K's live podcast sparks even more chaos, the public is left asking, how much of the life we admire was truly Claressa's, and how much was orchestrated by the people closest to her? Because the story isn't finished. This video pushes deeper into the aftermath, hidden money moves, secret benefits, and Claressa's next steps in a world that no longer feels simple, but like a maze of betrayal, secrets, and viral drama. Y'all, just when you thought it couldn't get more twisted, Part 3 pulls back the final curtain on betrayal, secrets, and explosive revelations. Claressa's journey, once praised as pure triumph, is now being framed as a storm of manipulation and emotional devastation. Tasha K's latest live podcast didn't just share gossip. It allegedly dismantled an entire narrative built on loyalty and public image. According to Tasha K, the exploitation of Claressa Shields wasn't a one-time thing. It was a long-running, calculated strategy. Remy Ma and Papoose, tied to IRS pressure, financial mess, and alleged personal betrayal, reportedly used Claressa's fame as cover to maintain their image. Every public moment, every championship celebration, every perfectly timed post, allegedly designed to distract the world while their private chaos grew worse. Fans erupted across social media with shock, disbelief, and theories. Because allegedly, Claressa didn't only invest her trust, she invested her heart, only to realize her fame and reputation were being used against her. And as Tasha K suggested, once Claressa started seeing a full picture, it was devastating.
From sleeping with a man that's sleeping with more women than you. And I don't wish that on you. But pap smear, he gonna cause you to get a series of pap smears with the rotation of women that he's messing with, including in my...
This short clip, though only a moment, captures a chilling reality Claressa Shields allegedly walked into. While the world cheered her as a champion, Tasha K painted a behind-the-scenes picture that felt like a trap built with smiles and strategy. Almost instantly, fans and media watchers started questioning everything. Was Claressa ever truly steering her own career and relationships, or was she unknowingly being moved like a piece on someone else's board? According to the podcast, the fallout from the alleged secret affair and financial exploitation wasn't small. It was catastrophic. Claressa's emotional breakdown, her sudden retreat from public life, and her silence weren't just random private issues. They were framed as warning signs, evidence of crushing pressure and unbearable emotional damage. Tasha K suggested Claressa's rise to fame had been hijacked for someone else's survival plan, a mix of debt cover-ups, image control, and calculated manipulation done in the shadows. And of course, the internet exploded. Timelines flooded with breakdowns, theories, screenshots, and heated debates. Some defended Claressa fiercely, saying she was a victim of the people she trusted most. Others argued Tasha K's claims were exaggerated, stretched, or taken out of context. But one detail hit harder than everything else. Claressa allegedly began realizing her entire narrative, love, loyalty, victories, had been exploited like currency. The podcast also claimed that Remy Ma and Papoose, desperate to protect their financial interests, orchestrated situations that emotionally cornered Claressa. Every public appearance was allegedly monitored, shaped, and controlled to keep the perfect image intact. And without fully realizing it, Claressa became the ideal front, used as a shield to block scrutiny. Tasha K insisted betrayal became undeniable once the affair allegedly surfaced. something hidden in plain sight that shattered Claressa's trust and shook her emotional stability at the core. As the video continues, Tasha K laid out the aftermath. Claressa Shields, now aware of the manipulation, reportedly began distancing herself not just from people, but from the power dynamics that exploited her. Insiders allegedly claimed she finally understood that fame, victory, and public trust were being traded and leveraged without her consent. And the emotional toll wasn't just heartbreak. It was a double injury. Love betrayal mixed with career betrayal, both cutting at the same time. Then, just when people thought it couldn't get worse, Tasha K dropped another bomb. The unpaid taxes and financial debt weren't presented as small mistakes. They were described as huge multi-year obligations, creating a constant pressure cooker behind closed doors. Claressa Shields reportedly became collateral damage in a financial chess game meant to protect the reputations of Remy Ma and Papoose. Fans, analysts, and gossip outlets dug deeper. Old interviews got rewatched. Championship celebrations got re-examined. Even social media highlight reels were questioned, searching for hidden signs of control and performance. Tasha K's live podcast framed Claressa's emotional and professional struggle as a natural outcome of an orchestrated betrayal, one hidden under flawless public images and media narratives. And as a documentary-like tone sharpened, the story took on a darker edge. It wasn't just celebrity gossip anymore. It felt like a case study in exploiting trust, image, and power. Claressa Shields was allegedly positioned as the pawn in a game of financial survival, personal deception, and media manipulation, an allegation that shook fans to their core. By the end, Tasha K suggested Claressa Shields was reclaiming control, stepping back from the manipulators, and finally seeing the full scope of what happened. But the damage was already done. Trust shattered, relationships fractured, and the public left wondering what was real and what was staged. The final shock, according to Tasha K, was the emotional aftermath. Claressa's silence, retreat, and tension around public appearances allegedly showed the weight she's carrying psychologically and spiritually. Every trophy, every victory, every smile now has two meanings: success on the surface and manipulation underneath. As the video closes, the podcast forced one final question into the air. Was Claressa Shields ever truly in control of her story, her career, her relationship, her future? Or was she trapped inside a high-stakes game designed to shield others from accountability? Tasha K's claims, the interviews, and the never-ending online storm all suggest something much bigger than anyone expected. Now the stage is set for Claressa's next chapter. Fans speculate nonstop. Journalists probe deeper. Investigators chase paper trails. And the world watches as this dark saga of fame, betrayal, and control reaches its explosive conclusion. Because the final takeaway, according to Tasha K, is simple but devastating. In the glittering world of success, not everything is what it seems, and sometimes the brightest stars are the ones being used to hide the deepest shadows. Y'all, what just unfolded isn't just a story. It's a masterclass in betrayal. Claressa Shields, someone the world cheered for, now stands in the eye of a storm she never saw coming. Every win, every championship moment, every smile for the cameras, allegedly turned into cover for someone else's debts and secrets. The very names connected to fame and power are being accused of turning her life into a chessboard, where she was never the queen, just a pawn. And it's not only heartbreak, it's the slow, suffocating realization that love, loyalty, and trust could be weaponized. Imagine climbing to the top, only to discover the ladder was leaning against someone else's tower the entire time. In this world, fame and glory don't always protect you. They can trap you. The whispers from Tasha K's live podcast aren't just gossip. They're allegations that shake Claressa's entire foundation. Secret affairs, unresolved debt, financial schemes, emotional control. And the most chilling part? Claressa's silence. Her retreat. The quiet aftermath of a public life turning into a private nightmare. Because when the lights cut off and the cameras stop, what's left is raw pain. The public only sees the trophies. But the truth allegedly hidden behind the perfect picture is darker than anyone wants to admit. So watch closely. Question everything. Don't trust appearances. This saga isn't over. It's evolving. Claressa's biggest fight isn't in the ring anymore. It's in reclaiming her truth, exposing betrayal, and taking back control. And trust me, the world will be watching as the shadows behind fame finally start showing their face. This is a cautionary tale, a scandal and a tragedy, and the shockwaves are nowhere near finished.